Okay, so a brand new theory suggests that Knull might actually be the villain of Spider-Man 4 and not just Venom 3. So let's discuss if this is actually possible. Okay, so how did this theory start? Well, when the Venom The Last Dance trailer first initially dropped, it featured this character called Knull. Now, for those of you who don't know who Knull is, let me just give you a brief explanation. Essentially, he is the god of the symbiotes. He's basically the Thanos of the symbiotes, if you will. He's a pretty big character and a pretty big deal from the comics, especially on the Venom side of things. A lot of fans were really concerned with how little time this character may get in Venom The Last Dance compared to how complex this character is from the comics. Surely this can't be his only appearance, is the question that a lot of fans, including myself, have had after the trailer released. Therefore came the theory that Knull will actually be the villain of Spider-Man 4 as well as Venom 3. The theory first came about when fans started making loose connections between theories and rumours that have already came out from Spider-Man 4 and paired them up with what we saw in the Venom The Last Dance trailer. The most notable thing of interest was the recent influx of rumours that Spider-Man 4 will once again be a multiverse film. This all started a few months back, where it was reported by multiple reliable sources that Marvel and Sony were fighting over the direction of Spider-Man 4. According to sources, Marvel, Kevin Feige and Tom Holland all wanted the film to be a street-level story, including characters like Daredevil and Black Cat, and even tying in to the Kingpin saga that has been seen in the MCU thus far through Hawkeye, Echo, and probably Daredevil Born Again as well. However, Sony wanted the film to follow the multiverse, similar to Spider-Man No Way Home. Pair this rumour with the fact that we know a piece of the Tom Hardy Venom symbiote landed in the MCU in the No Way Home post-credit scene, and we have a solid connection for Knull or any other character from the Venom universe to make a reasonable appearance in the MCU in the next Spider-Man film. Even though that connection is there, that still seems like a bit of a stretch. Well, that is not the only bit of evidence that we have. And don't worry, it gets a lot crazier. After doing some digging myself, I found this account called The Whisper on Twitter. Now, of course, this could be a completely random fake account that puts out fake scoops for likes and follows, but he claims to be a financial advisor, which is how he gets his sources on the inside. And when you go back and look at some of this guy's old tweets, a lot of them suspiciously and maybe not even coincidentally line up with what we've seen recently from Spider-Man 4 rumours and of course the Venom The Last Dance trailer. In 2021, just after the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, The Whisper took to Twitter to say both studios are discussing bringing Knull into live action. Sony initially wanted to find their own way, which ended up complicating their plans from the cosmic side. And then just under a year later in 2022, he tweeted saying if Knull were to appear, the film would in some way be produced by Kevin Feige. He also quote tweeted that in the wake of the Venom 3 trailer, stating big project, referencing the fact that it wasn't Venom 3 he was talking about, but something else, likely involved in the MCU. And if Knull is to be in any MCU film, I mean, it's gotta be Spider-Man 4. But by far, the most irrefutable evidence that we have that Knull is going to be the villain in Spider-Man 4 comes in from one of the most reliable sources in the community, and that is from the Cosmic Circus. Out of all the leakers and reporters out there, the Cosmic Circus, in my opinion, is one of the most reliable by a country mile, especially when it comes to Sonyverse and Spider-Man stuff. By far, the most impressive leak the Cosmic Circus has reported on in recent times was the Madam Web leak, where he took to his article to report each character the cast would be playing, including Emma Roberts and Adam Scott, who at the time, no one had any idea who they would be playing. However, the Cosmic Circus revealed that they would be playing Mary Parker and Uncle Ben. At first, this seemed really unrealistic, but it turned out to be true. Not only that, he leaked a bunch of stuff of the plot, which also vaguely matched the film as well, which was really impressive. So this guy has my respect. Either way, in the wake of the rumours and the fan speculation, the Cosmic Circus took to his sources to do some digging on the whole Knull situation himself. He admits that his sources confirmed that at the moment, Knull's appearance in Venom 3 is not a one-time thing, and that there are plans to bring Knull back in an upcoming project after The Last Dance. And as we know, Sony plans to end the Venom franchise after Venom The Last Dance. At this moment in time, there are no plans whatsoever for a Venom 4. Sony have stated on multiple occasions that this one will be the last Venom film for Tom Hardy. So what other movie could this be that Knull could potentially be appearing in? In the article, the Cosmic Circus goes on to explain how Feige and co wanted a street-level story for Spider-Man 4, even referencing villains that were thrown in the ring for potential antagonists, like Scorpion, Mr. Negative, Kingpin, and even Spencer Smythe, which also lines up with a bunch of the rumours that we've had over the last couple of months. He then goes on to mention that he's heard as well that Sony and Marvel have been considering Spider-Man 4 to be the film where Tom Holland's Peter and Tom Hardy's Venom actually meet for the first time. He also goes on to mention that the recent reshoots for The Last Dance in New York were being filmed as the connective tissue to bring Tom Hardy into the MCU via the post-credit scene. This is relevant because, as we know, the Venom movies have never taken place in New York, and in fact, most of The Last Dance will take place in Las Vegas. So having reshoots in New York is completely out of the ordinary, unless it is to potentially bring Tom Hardy into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and set up a crossover with Spider-Man. The Cosmic Circus then drops an absolute bombshell saying that he's hearing that the potential villain of Spider-Man 4 at this moment in time is actually more looking likely to be Knull, who after discovering the multiverse will want to enshroud it in darkness. The way that he discovers the multiverse, according to the Cosmic Circus, might have something to do with the fact that the Venom symbiote was left partially in the MCU during Spider-Man No Way Home. And as referenced in Let There Be Carnage, the Venom symbiote is a hive mind with other symbiotes across large distances, which may be how Knull comes to this realization about the multiverse. And I'm not gonna lie, all these connections, all of these theories, the speculation and the rumors, it all fits together and it all makes a lot of sense. Either way, that's everything we know about Knull potentially being the big bad villain in Spider-Man 4. It's absolutely crazy to think that we could get Knull versus Spider-Man and Venom in the 4th Spider-Man film. That just blows my mind. Here you can catch my video on my thoughts about Spider-Man 4 being a multiverse film just overall. Make sure to follow my socials, link in the description down below. Thank you very much to the members for supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you want to become a member of the channel, make sure to click the join button if you love my content and you want to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.